I feel like it's quite appropriate that my 10th upload of the year, we're going to be looking at the Thomas the Tank Engine 10 Years in America Special Edition box set. You see here that it includes Thomas with a limited edition Expression, a limited edition passenger car, and one piece of 6-inch straight track. Here's a closer look at the box cover here. Here we have Thomas with that facial expression, which honestly looks kind of creepy. And then the special edition coach, which is blue and red. Looks like there's some sequin designs underneath the window in yellow. A lot of doors for whatever reason. And a group of passengers inside. We're going to be taking a look at that shortly here. Made of real wood, ages 2 to 102, so I am in the age range for this item. And the UPC is 99096. Says here, when Thomas the Tank Engine and friends came to America 10 years ago, they brought with them a rich tradition of storytelling dating back to the 1940s, brought to life through the creative imagination of Britt Allcroft and based on the railway series by the Rev W. Awdry. Children and adults alike have embraced the exciting adventures of everyone's favorite #1 engine. Celebrate 10 years of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends in America with this special collector's edition, produced in limited quantities. When they print out the word collector's edition, I don't know what type of audience they're trying to get. Are they thinking that kids are especially interested in collector's edition items when these items are typically made for kids 2 to 7 years old? Or are they trying to get people who somehow decided to become a Thomas collector in their early adults or maybe even in their teenage years, or what? Because collector's edition really does sound like something for types of brands that are more for older kids or adults, like comic books. There are collector's edition of those, but I guess those are also aimed for kids. But those kids probably have a reading comprehension that kids with Thomas probably don't have. I don't know where I'm going with that. Collector's edition action figures, but again, those are also geared towards kids. So looking back, yep, this makes sense. And all around the box here it reads 10 years of Thomas the Tank Engine in America. I really love these old boxes, how they have all the text going all over the box here. I feel like that is really cool, really classic. This item is from the year 1999. And a little bit about Thomas in America. In order to introduce Thomas to America, Britt Allcroft teamed up with a man named Rick Sigalo, and they developed a TV program for PBS called Shining Time Station. And Shining Time Station would feature scenes with Mr. Conductor and a group of kids. And then each episode of Shining Time Station would contain some sort of a theme that would correlate to Thomas. And then I believe Mr. Conductor would talk about the story. He would narrate the story of Thomas and how it goes on. I guess, I don't know, I never really watched an episode of Shining Time Station. The way I consumed Thomas as an American was through VHS releases of the episode and DVDs, and then eventually going and finding the episodes on YouTube. Shining Time Station was shown on PBS. It originally ran from 1989 until 1993, so they were able to show the first 3 seasons of Thomas spliced in with the episodes, which were about 20 a season. It ran for 3 seasons before the show was finished. And Mr. Conductor in the show was also the narrator of Thomas, so for season 1 of Shining Time Station, they had Ringo Starr being Mr. Conductor. And then in season 2 and 3, we had George Carlin be Mr. Conductor and the narrator. And then he later came back on to narrate seasons 3 and 4. And by this point, they were doing these type of special episodes of Shining Time Station where it would be Mr. Conductor's Shining Time Special or something like that. I don't really know. I just looked at the article about last night. I'm like, yeah, I could probably retain enough information to make a proper video discussing Shining Time Station. So these Mr. Conductor specials would run on in 1995 and 1996. So by that point, we already had season 4 being shown in the UK, and we also had some season 4 shown on TV for the Americans here. So I didn't grow up with Shining Time Station at all. Even if I did see it on TV, I was probably way too young to remember anything that I was really watching on TV by the time that it might have been taken off the air. But it is pretty cool that they made a Thomas the Tank Engine special edition to commemorate his 10th anniversary in America. I don't think any other line at the time, like Ertl, did such sort of occasion. The box is pretty neat because it's not like your other boxes that you have in the line at the time. This is actually a flip-up box where you can flip it up open and see the product that you would be receiving, the Thomas, the 10 Years in America coach, and the 6-inch piece of track. As well, on the top here, we have another photo of Thomas pulling the special coach here with the transfer table in the background and Sir Topham Hatt as well. And it says here, celebrate 10 years of Thomas in America, sporting a new expression and pulling a special edition passenger car. Thomas wants everyone to know this is a truly special occasion. And once again, you have the text all around the border here. Very cool, special little banner celebrating 10 years in America and the classic Thomas Winter Railway logo. I didn't think I would ever own this item complete and in the box like it is. I like this item. Not enough back then to warrant myself going out and picking it up, but definitely a classic item to get now. Very special item, and I'm very glad I was able to get an opportunity to pick it up like this. So let's go ahead and open this item up here. Trying to be super careful so that I could easily put it back in place later on. There you have it. This has got to be the largest advertisement of winning the $100 savings bond I've ever seen. Seems to be just the basic savings bond thing. You get an offer to, yes, I'd like another chance to win a $100 savings bond. Another chance? You got 2 chances? I mean, I guess if you're buying stuff before. I don't know if this was limited to 1 per every purchase or 1 per household. You put your child's name, their birth date, your name, the relationship to the child, your address, and then who purchased this toy, the parent, the child, gift, other, was it purchased for a male or female, age of the child who owns this toy. Well, I think I would put over 7 years if I was sending this out. And the product purchase, the written barcode, you write in the barcode that you see here, I guess. And then they also give us a little survey here. Rate the following, circle your choice. The quality of the toys, the educational value, the playability, easy to follow instructions if included, overall satisfaction, on average, how many hours per week is this item played with? If you were us, tell us how you would improve this item. Any other comments or ideas you wish to share, and then maybe we use your comments in future advertisements. And then from Learning Curve. Honestly, pretty cool. I don't think they included this anywhere else but here, because I've never seen it before, especially this large. Also included was this character card. 1999 was the first year that Learning Curve was introducing character cards into the line, so this must be one of the most difficult character cards to get, I would say, because of just it was only in production for a single year. And it's Thomas the Tank Engine Special Edition. What's on the back? Celebrate 10 years of Thomas in America, sporting a new expression and pulling special edition passenger car. I already read this. And then included, we get a pamphlet for the year 1999. I already have a 1999 pamphlet. I'm not going to open this up all the way here. And then featured is Thomas, his passenger car, and the 6-inch piece of track on a double layer of plastic. So taking this out. Here we have Thomas in the car and the piece of track. Let's take a look at that face as I slowly try to move this out here. I know somebody was yelling all throughout that, don't open it, don't open it. Well, whatever, I paid for it, sue me. So here is the Thomas with the special facial expression here. They definitely went into more detail with the face features here. A lot of faces by this point didn't have any painted eyes or a painted smile, but they did it for Thomas. And well, I could say the results, bit of a miss. It's kind of creepy looking seeing Thomas like this. But besides that, it's just a normal Thomas, no name on the bottom. The wheels are dated 1999. Yeah, other than that, you could hardly even tell that Thomas is not supposed to look like this. He looks basically the same. Now let's take a look at the passenger car here. This is how the passenger car looks. I don't know what that mark is over there. Looks like this might be some sort of factory thing, which kind of sucks, but it's okay, it's whatever. A woman by herself, a couple, a man by himself, another couple, looks like we have a witch, and the same side on the other side here. No name on the bottom, and this item is once again dated 1999. Yeah, now I got 2 passenger cars. So this is essentially the anniversary of 10 years of Thomas in America in the Wooden Railway, and surprisingly enough, the coach isn't exclusive to this set. Only this Thomas is, and of course the track is the track here. Now the reason I brought out the second edition coach here is because originally I thought I had the reprint model, but now it's another one with no name on the bottom, and the wheels are also dated 1999. Ironically, even though I just took out this coach from my collection of other items, it's almost in better shape as that one. Only has a mark right over here, but there's no marks on any of the passenger windows like this one, so go figure. But surprisingly, the coach was repackaged in a PC game in 2001 titled Thomas and Friends: The Great Festival Adventure. So this coach would have had 2001 dates on the wheels and the name on the bottom. If you really want to get the coach that's bundled in the 2001 PC game, maybe it might be more valuable than the coach that was originally included in the 1999 box. I find that weird that they would repackage the coach. I would assume that they would make a new coach or something different, but not include this coach that was supposed to be included in the special anniversary package for collectors. I don't know, maybe it's easier to get, but the coach isn't that exclusive, but you can get the Thomas with the exclusive face. That's creepy looking, I guess, but even then, that's just a regular old Thomas. So that's my look on the Thomas 10 years in America special edition box set here. Honestly, it's a really cool item to own. If you are able to get it with the box, I would highly recommend it. Like I said, the coach is cool, but it's not as exclusive as you might think to this 2-pack here. I guess the main exclusivity lies with the Thomas. That's more exclusive than the coaches, which is very strange since the coach is probably a big reason why people want to get this item nowadays. But yeah, that was a fun unboxing to do on camera for an item that probably a lot of people wouldn't unbox at all. And now it's time to put it back into packaging so I don't get sued.